If you've ever felt guilty for saying no, or for choosing yourself, or for not being the perfect mom, and somehow you end every single day exhausted, overwhelmed, and wondering if you've done enough. Yep, that was me. And for a long time, I thought that was what was required of me to be a good mom, until I stopped these 5 things. Anyways, let's get straight into it. So the first thing I stopped was trying to do every single thing by myself. I used to think that good moms cooked every single meal from scratch. They were running their businesses and going to work, kept a spotless home, attended school events, were always there for play dates and everything. Boy, I can tell you for a fact that I tried all of these things and I still failed at it miserably. Let me give you a quick example, right? So when I was still working my 9 to 5, I would still make sure that I went to the market after a long day at work. I would make sure that I cook. I was still doing my laundry and that of my husband's. And guess what? I had 2 maids. And while doing all of this, I'll make sure I wake up very early in the morning, quickly get to the gym, try to get the kids ready for school and still do school drop off. Like I was running around like a headless chicken. And then the people I employed to work were somehow sitting down, enjoying themselves, getting fat, while I was under a lot of pressure. I'll get to work on a Monday and I'll be looking like somebody that fell off a 22-story building. And my friend asked me one day, said, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I went to the market on Saturday and then I cooked on Sunday, so I didn't really get time to rest." She's like, "What is wrong with you, girl? You have 2 people working for you. Why can't you delegate things to them to do?" And I was like, oh my God, I've literally been killing myself while paying people that I employed to actually work simply because I like to do every single thing myself. Do you know what I did? I then decided, person 1, you're going to start doing the laundry for me and my husband. This other person, you're going to go to the market. And even though I don't like to eat other people's food, I said, I'm going to eat your food. And then that was the beginning of my freedom. She would literally go to the market every month. And then when we need to restock, and then she will make certain things. It didn't mean I stopped cooking. I still made things, but I wasn't as overwhelmed anymore. I wasn't having to do my laundry every single time. And I know that people are going to have so many things to say about this, but I also stopped the school drop-off because it was not realistic for me to still do a drop-off, even though I had to be at my office at 7:30 in the morning. Like, who am I kidding? And especially the cooking part. She was cooking certain things, maybe like 2 or 3 things that I really liked of hers that tasted really good. But ultimately, I still had to do the bulk of the cooking. But you know what I did? I adopted my mom's method. And the way my mom would typically do things is she would go to the market one day, and when she's back from the market, she would just put the things aside, make sure they're stored safely, and she'll rest. And then the following day, she will cook the meat. And then the day after that day, she's going to cook her soup. So that was honestly the method I adopted, and I don't know why I was killing myself and trying to do all of these things just because I wanted to appear or seem like a good mom, when really and truly all these things can easily be delegated and nothing would happen to your kids. It doesn't directly affect your kids. I was still able to attend school events each time my boss permitted me to do that. And I really just decided to prioritize what was more important to me. And what was more important to me was spending quality time with my kids and then still having time to run my business. And I was able to do both by simply delegating to the people around and not trying to do every single thing by myself. Number 2, I stopped saying yes to every single thing. Prior to this, right, you would ask, oh, can you volunteer for this? Can you host a play date? Can you come for this party? Can you do that? Can you do this? And it's always the, oh, yes, 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 yes. And I decided to stop saying yes to everything because I was starting to act crazy and show up crazy. And part of the reasons why I used to say yes all the time was because I knew that my 9 to 5 was taking a lot out of me. And I just wanted to do the best to be there for my children and not let them be bored at home and stuff like that. So I'll typically say, oh yes, let's go to the beach with them. Oh yes, let's go to that party. Oh yes, let's do this. Oh yes. But oh my God, I was tired. I was overcommitted. I was overwhelmed. And it honestly wasn't a good look for me. I honestly had to sit down and prioritize, okay, what is important? What is the impact if I do not go for this thing? If we've gone for 2 or 3 children's party 2 or 3 months ago and there's another one the next weekend, there's no reason why I have to go when I know that I don't feel up to it. And then I'll be at the kids' party, they'll be wondering now, who is this sad mom? Who is this mom that is not happy that she's a mom? Like, we don't have to do all that, right? And really, what would the kids lose out on if they do not go for that particular party? A party pack, they have most of these things. We have probably 10 of the items in the party pack at home from the last how many party packs. So honestly, it's about sitting down and prioritizing and analyzing, if I don't do this particular thing, what is going to be the effect on my child? Is it going to affect them academically? Is it going to affect them socially? And if the answer is no, there is no need for you to attend. Thelma, can you do this? The answer is no. And honestly, I don't need to apologize. No explanation, no apology, just no. I will tell you, oh, sorry, we can't show up, but I don't need to be explaining myself. The fact is, we can't come, and just really leave it at that, because we need to realize that as much as we try to show up for our children and show up for every other person around us, it affects us health-wise, and you need to look after your health for you to be able to be here on this earth, to attend future parties and whatnot. The parties are not already the way. If you don't attend anyone, nothing is going to happen to you, and nothing is going to happen to the celebrants. And I expect other moms to also understand, when somebody says no, you don't know what they're going through. They might be sick, they might have work, so don't take it to heart that much, and just accept the apology and then move on. Saying no to things that do not serve you is not selfish, it's self-preservation. Number 3 thing is, I stopped comparing myself to other moms. Oh my God, did I clock it? Yes, I did. Let me tell you, social media makes things so hard. And I'll see moms that look put together when they come for school drop-off. They're in their like workout clothes, their hair's put together, like everything is like well done. And I used to think to myself, Thelma, what is wrong with you? Why can't you be like that girl? Why can't you wake up, also come and drop your kids off? And the fact is, we need to stop comparing our life to other people's lives. Because they do not put out a chaotic front does not mean that some parts of their house is not in a mess. For instance, tell me why I'm worried about my daughter's hair, that, oh, that lady, her daughter's hair is always neat, but my own daughter, after like 2 to 3 weeks, her hair gets rough, and what can I do about it? But guess what? That lady's daughter's hair is relaxed, and my daughter, her hair is 4C. Do you know what it takes to look after a 4C hair? My daughter's hair is like fuller than a bush, and I feel so bad for her because it hurts when you're losing it, when you're trying to comb it, when you're trying to wash it, when you're trying to do all that. It is a big struggle for her, and then I have to cry. Will I now say, because I'm trying to keep up and look like a good mom, I would now decide to do her hair every week or every 2 weeks? I know the pain my daughter goes through when she does her hair. She literally carries her head like this till 2 days later. I'm not going to put my daughter through that simply because I want her hair to always look neat, and I'm trying to be like this mom whose daughter's hair always looks good. You can't compare the two, apples and oranges. It doesn't work like that. The mom that has the perfect Instagram, you don't see her crying in the bathroom. The one that has the clean house, you don't know the mess that she had to shove into a room before she could take that picture or shoot that reel. And the one that has it all together, you do not know the sacrifices she has had to make. So I stopped comparing myself to other moms, and I started focusing on myself, my family, and my priorities. Because someone else's success does not diminish mine, and someone else's choices does not invalidate mine. So listen, you have to run your race. Stop comparing yourself to other moms. Number 4, I stopped feeling guilty for prioritizing myself. Listen, we live in a society and an environment that has programmed us to think that you must put your children first. There's nothing wrong in putting your children first, but you need to also learn to put yourself first. Don't let anybody make you feel like, oh, because you're a mom now, you cannot be going after your goal. You cannot have a 9 to 5. You cannot look good. You have to look like a crazy person. No, don't let anybody make you feel like that. I remember when I was pregnant with my first, and I know that, yes, it's probably hormones. I literally looked like I rolled out of bed when I got to the office. And then even after I gave birth, I was so focused on, oh, baby, that sometimes I'll get to the office And I think my very good friend had to tell me, like, babes, what happened to you? You need to, like, start wearing your makeup. Like, get back to who you used to be before. And it occurred to me that, oh my God, I finally hit rock bottom. Is it because I'm a mom now that I'm not going to care about my looks? I'm not going to care about my hair and my nails? And I said no. And I decided, you know what? It's not going to stop me. Yes, I may not be able to do certain things in this season of my life, but as soon as I'm done with this season, best believe that I'm going to be going for my manicure. Best believe that I'm going to be going to the spa and doing the things that I need to do for me to look good and feel good. Being a mom is not a license for you to look untidy. You still need to take care of yourself. Like, yes, you had a season where you did not have to work because you were looking after your child. That is all well and good, but you need to get back and do something. Let me tell you, the generation of children that we are raising, they will tell you, Mom, don't you have anything that you're doing? Why are you on my case? Go and find something to do. You need something to do for yourself that you can genuinely call your own, aside from being a mom. Nobody is ever going to take that away from you. You don't want to be in a space where you're constantly calling your child because you have nothing else to do. They are going to tell you and you're going to feel bad. You're going to think back and be like, oh, that's true, but what did I really do with my life? Oh, I should have pursued that career. Oh, I should have started that business. So babes, start prioritizing yourself. Apply for that job. Start that business. Take time out for self-care. Pursue that goal. And you know what? The kids will be fine. In fact, you're teaching them that moms are people that have goals and dreams, that it's okay to prioritize yourself, and there's nothing wrong in loving family and having a life and loving yourself as well. So please stop feeling guilty for having a life and stop feeling guilty for prioritizing yourself. And finally, I stopped trying to be perfect. Perfect mom, perfect home, perfect house, perfect kids, perfect everything. And frankly, perfection is exhausting and perfection is a lie. As much as I want my children to eat healthy, let me tell you something. Some days they eat cereal and guess what? They are alive and fine as long as we don't overdo it. Some days I'm short-tempered and irritable. I apologize and I move on. Some days I don't get everything done and that is perfectly fine. Tomorrow is another day to try again. No one is perfect. Not the mom on Instagram that you admire. Not the mom at school pickup that looks like she has it all together. Not me, not you. We are all just trying to do our best. And guess what? That's enough. And that's pretty much it. Those are the 5 things I stopped doing. Not because I was exhausted of doing more, but because I started doing less of what didn't matter and more of what mattered. If you feel exhausted, burnt out, or you feel like you're failing at every single thing you're doing, you might actually not be failing. You just might be doing too much. And guess what? It's okay to let go. Give yourself permission to let go. Let me know in the comments, what's something you stopped doing as a mom that has changed your life? If you learned something today, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe for more real talk on motherhood. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.